What's going on to you, Leo? So, hope you Leos are having a great day. Look, Leo, so you have the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and then you have the Page of Swords right here. So, like it is, I was saying in the last Leo reading before, I literally had to turn it back on. Is that you Leos are in a situation where, for you, um, you are essentially reevaluating your relationships, specifically your friendships, right? Business connections, the people that you really end up sharing a prolonged amount of time with. Because like it is that I've been saying, right? That I said this before, the downfall of Leo is the people that they hang around, right? You hang around people that don't necessarily always have your back, right? So I'm not saying that you Leos have to go around and just excommunicate everybody in the world and tell everybody, oh, forget about you. I'm not going to hang out with you. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that every now and again, you Leos want to reevaluate your personal relationships with people, whether it's friends, family, romance, career, right? You want to reevaluate those things. Spirituality. Just pay attention to the quality of the people in your life, and do they have your back? You know, if they legitimately have your back, great. If they don't, then just stay away from them. You don't have to hang out with everybody that says hi to you. You don't have to do that. And I see that a lot of you Leos are realizing that it's been your downfall. It's kind of given you a very difficult time. It's been the bane of your existence a little bit, where you Leos will really try to move forward in life, and what will happen is that you will essentially end up basically having to take a couple of steps backward in life because of the fact that of other people, right, constantly trying to undermine you, take what it is that you have. They can't take what you have because they're not you. So what do? They go to very drastic uh resorts, or they do a lot of wild and more extreme things to get you to be knocked off of what you've got going on, right? And so the thing is that the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords is that you Leos have to become very good at just relationships. You have to kind of manage, not saying control, but you do have to kind of manage your relationships, meaning watch them, pay attention to where they're going. And if they're not really going in a direction that is meaningful, or something that you legitimately want, then it means it's time for you to leave, like I said. So the Six of Pentacles represents what it is that I was saying, reciprocity, right? This is something that I had to learn myself. Me being a Virgo, which I'm right next to Leo, I have plenty of Leo placements. I have 3 places in Leo. My Venus is in Leo. My Jupiter and my Mercury is in Leo. And so having that, right? Having that kind of energy, right? I know what it's like in that sense. I know what it's like because it's a situation where I do have to manage my relationships, right? Because you get yourself into a lot of one-sided relationships, right? One-sided, backward, warped relationships where it's like this person will be cool with you, but it's like, are they actually though? Are they really though? Do they actually really look out for you though? And vice versa. Let's flip it around on you so that we're fair about this. Do you look out for them? Are you enthusiastic about doing things for them, being valuable to them, right? Without being used. And so the thing is that the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords represents you Leos having to, like I said, manage your relationships. You Leos want reciprocity, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as of right now, the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords represent you have to learn to get with the idea and get with the understanding that there's nothing wrong with it. Because the way that some people are going to try to make you Leos believe and feel and warp your perception in the future, when you bring value to the table, people are going to make it seem like you ain't doing anything. You don't bring anything to them. Meanwhile, again, I've had that type of stuff happen to me. You know, oh, I don't bring anything to the table. I'm not doing enough. Meanwhile, I have a plan. I'm not going to necessarily tell people what my plans are, but I have a plan, right? I give donations secretly on the low, right? My own Google AdSense, right? Again, and they're not donations that are large. I'm not finna sit here and make it seem like the donations are large, but where it's something to where you know, doesn't matter if I give $1, you still supposed to be appreciative, and people do appreciate it, I would hope. And I don't necessarily expect anything back just because I want to. And I'm not even a millionaire in order to do it too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're gonna try to make it seem like you don't bring anything. Like, you're not bringing anything. Get out of here. Because those same type of people, this is why I say get out. I said get out of here, because those same type of people, right? Those same type of people, Three of Pentacles and the Fool, going where it is that you're celebrated and not tolerated. And what I mean by that is because those are the same type of people that'll say how it is that you don't bring anything to the table, or they'll imply that you're not bringing enough and all of that. But then those same individuals or whatnot, you bringing in mad stuff. When's the last time they ever called you to find out if you're okay? And let's drive this point home. You will be trying to look out for them. You will be calling them. You will be texting them. You will come over to their house, knock on the door to try to help them out, to bring value to them. What will happen? They not answering the door on you. They're not answering your phone calls. This is the stupidity of what I'm talking about, right? It's like they complaining about how they're implying or just straight out saying that you Leos don't do enough, or they're treating you like you trash. But when you're actually in the action, when you are actually put into action, when you're activated and you're trying to essentially do something, what happens? They don't answer, because they figure because see, this is the stupidity of the mentality. And this is why I said you have to reevaluate a lot of your friendships, or all of your friendships. It's because of the fact that, like, the way that they think is, oh, I'm not going to give you anything. That's how they thinking. They thinking that they're not going to give you Leos anything, because they know it themselves that they're parasites. Why would a parasite give anything substantial to the host? They're not going to give you anything. So you calling them is, oh, this person's asking me for something, I'm not going to give this person anything. But they so caught up in the transaction, they didn't even realize that some of you Leos could give also, and that you wasn't even trying to call them to ask for anything. You giving, but it's how it is that they ruin their blessings behind that stupid stuff. So the Ten of Cups now and the Queen of Wands is all about how you Leos, again, Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands, you have to learn to be okay being by yourselves. And again, reevaluate your relationships. If some people, and I'm not saying that you have to think about it transactionally. What I'm saying to you Leos is, you got a lot of busters around you. You got a lot of goofy individuals that don't really bring a whole lot to the table, that you've been very tolerant of. And the Magician, like I said, in the Ace of Cups, your mentality is changing on that. And I'm glad that your mentality is changing for you Leos, because y'all were really out here. Y'all will really let a bum living on the street eat you out of a home and in bed. In other words, you will give them your bed, you will be graceful and all of that, and they will go ahead and try to evict you or put you out of your own apartment, put you out of your own home. So you have to be very careful. You have to be mindful of this stuff, because, and notice how it is that I said bum and not vagrant. So let's clarify the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands also represents you have to learn to become a lot more okay with doing this as well. If you observe that a person is just standing around, they're not really bringing value, they don't put in any kind of effort, they don't reach out, they don't say what's up, you have to look at it like, okay, you ain't hanging out with this person. Why? What does this person do? What does this person actually do? And it's not transactional, but everybody need help sometimes. This person will call you to find out if you okay. It's not even like you asking them for money all the time. The person doesn't even so much as call you or text you or find out how you're doing, if you're doing okay, if you're all right, if you're alive. What are we doing right now? Right? So let's clarify the Ten of Cups. The Fool. Yeah. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. And then you have the Justice to clarify the Ten of Cups. So what these three cards right here immediately show me is when you Leos start doing that now, because you're probably already doing this, where you cut off certain people, the Fool represents you. You don't need them because you're going to make life work regardless of whether or not they're there. As a matter of fact, they're not going to be around. And you know what's the wild, you know what's so stupid about it? The Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The people that you tell, the people that you let them know, hey, you don't want to hang out, or you ghost, you just excommunicate, they're gonna be believing in this delusion of grandeur of, well, I don't need you anyway, you trash. So if you tell them this, they're gonna tell you trash. They're gonna imply you trash. You know how many times people who I supposed to be was hanging out with done told me that? And then when I stopped hanging out with them for real, and I'm like, all right, cool. My life moves forward. What do? They show up in front of my school looking for me, goofy. After they done talked all that trash, all that basura, all that trash. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Justice, right? But those people will see. They're gonna, like I said before, those people. What you Leos are going through right now is you're reforming your life. You Leos are at a real powerful crossroads where a lot of things, a lot of false constructs are coming down. And what I mean by that is the fake friends, the fake friends, the connections that you have with people, all of the stuff that is the fake connections. It's just as it is that I was saying. They're making themselves be known to you that they didn't have your back like that. So what you Leos are having to do is, you Leos are now having to actually take responsibility for that and be able to understand that you need to actually do something about this. You Leos need to reshape this, form this. That's what it is that you Leos need to do. So the situation with you Leos is that you're learning that less is more, in the sense that the value of the people that you have in your life is more compared to the amount, because you don't need a whole lot of people in your life. You need valuable people in your life. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. We got 15,800 coming up on 16,000 subs. I would like to reach 16,000 by the end of the week. Let's see if it's possible. Smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.